Okay, it's time to choose a winner. Let's get to it. All right, Jeff here. It's Saturday morning. Time to end the contest that I started a few weeks ago. It's kind of quiet. Had my coffee. I have spent part of this morning going through both of the video and the reminder video to see if I'd missed any comments, comparing the comments that I did receive to the videos that I did acquire and put into the playlist. I did a search on the hashtag to see if anybody new had come in. I'm pretty sure that I have accounted for everyone that I'm aware of. Now, there were a couple people that didn't notify me they made videos, and they were actually new channels to me, so I had not subscribed to theirs, and so they didn't show up in my normal feed. I was watching my feed every day for anything that mentioned the contest. But fortunately, some of those people did use the hashtag, and I was able to find them, so that was good. And I discovered some new channels too. I want to thank everybody who's a new channel. There was a couple people that actually started channels with this being their first video to enter this contest. And that's how I started. I started entering, my first video was entering a contest for Ron Haggerty. So it's kind of funny. Sometimes contest entries will pull you out to make video, and your next thing you know, you've got a channel going. So that was cool. I discovered some new people in this. That's really what it's all about, is getting in touch with new people, having, contact with other people. I discovered some new people that I ran across because of the hashtag. So the only people that I think at this point I missed, if there are any, are people that I'm not subscribed to, so therefore they didn't show up on my feed. They didn't use the hashtag, which wasn't required, but that would have been a way to find them. So if they didn't use the hashtag, I didn't find them. And so I would have no way to know that they didn't notify me, so I would have no way to know that they did. So I'm hoping there's nobody in that boat, but I have accounted for everybody that commented on my video, everybody that used the hashtag, and everybody that I was made aware, had a video, or found in my feed. So anyway, I think we've got them all. I've got them here on the screen. I've got them input into this wheel thing here, and we'll pull that up. So here's a list of the people that I have acquired knowledge of having a video. I'm going to run through them real quick. They are appearing here, but just so it's easier to read, since it's probably not the most legible there on the screen. Got Jason over at the flip side. We got Ron Haggerty, Dr. October, Aramuta Alamere, Polly Pedalis, Chris Rankin, David Stinson, Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll, the Vinyl Archivist, Low Noise Jason Skills, Brain Twang, Pops and Clicks, Stevie's Vinyl, Chris Profi, Rachel the Music Man, Robert's on My Turntable, Rando's Wreck Edge, Glenn Kellaway from the Basement, Ryan Kidd, Michael Pilmer, Alexander Aguiar, Lisa Tedesco, Guz69, Clarko Vision, Christian Osorio, Steve over at Value Vinyl, Todd Guy, The Thrashing Zombie, Red Rum Records, Vinyl Boz, Andy, Next Play Records, Bad English Rex, Trevor Hickey, and Dolphin Dale. All right, so what we're going to do here is we got the wheelie of the spinny wheel here, and so I'm going to do the longer method where process of elimination. We're going to pull the names one by one and remove them from the wheel. That way you do see your name was on the wheel and you were eliminated. And then when we get down to the final three, they will be our winners. And then I will then eliminate them based on the order. The first one to be eliminated in the final three will be third prize. Second one will be second prize. First, then we'll be left with the winner. All right, so let's get to this. I know these things can be long, and I did notice. So this was the my 600 subscriber contest, and 6 albums in 6 minutes. Everything's kind of based on 6. Interesting. I got 33 subscribers, which 3 plus 3 is 6. So it was meant to be. Right. All right, let's get going with this. Let's see, the first person to be eliminated will be oh, there goes the Vinyl Archivist. All right, maybe there should be a first place winner for the first one that goes out. I'm kidding. All right, moving on. Brain Twang. All right, sorry, bud, you're gone. Stevie's vinyl has been eliminated. Oh, sorry, Ron. Interesting. Like I say, that his video contest way back in 2018 was the first video I ever made, was to enter his contest. Sorry, Ron, you're out. Alexander, Alex, thanks for entering. I believe, I'm pretty sure he was one of the ones that his first video was entering the contest. So thanks a lot for that. That was great. Thanks a lot for entering. Sorry, but you're out. Oh, all right, Bev. Sorry, Clarker Vision. Thanks for entering, though. Thanks a lot. Let's take her out of there. Rando's Rec Edge. Now, he was another one that I was not aware of. I did stumble across his video with the hashtag, and I learned a new channel right there. So, but sorry, Rando, you are out of the contest. All right, Glenn Kellaway from the basement. Another one down. Sorry, buddy. Everybody check out Glenn's channel. He shows a lot of great stuff over there. Remove that one. Todd Guy, the Thrashing Zombie. He was actually one of the last few that came in this week. He's got a great channel too. Shows a lot of stuff, a lot of metal and things like that that we have in common. But does a lot of other stuff too. So check out that channel for sure. Sorry, Rachel. Thanks for entering. She had a contest recently too because she went over 666. She's way over that now. Interestingly enough, earlier this week I hit 666. I took a screen capture and I thought, should I have a contest piggybacking off of Rachel's idea? But I chose not to since I'm in the middle of a contest. So anyway, and now I'm at like 670 something. So we passed it, but I still got the screen capture. Let's take Rachel out. Ryan Kidd, sorry, you're out. Vinyl Boz. Now that one was a new channel to me that I discovered through this contest, so that was great. It's all about learning new people and seeing new content. So anyway, thanks like Boz for entering, but you're out of the contest at this point. Dolph and Dale, the final entry in the contest. He entered yesterday. He was the last one. Got it under the line there. Christian Osorio, sorry, buddy, you are out. Go check out his channel. He's got a lot of content, enters a lot of contests too, and has a lot of great content. All right, move him out of there. Lisa Tedesco is out. Sorry, Lisa, check out her channel. She's one that's fairly new to the VC, like a few months old in the VC. So, yeah, check out. It's so great to find new faces and check out their new channels. Low Noise Jason Skills. Sorry, bud, you are out of the contest. I'll try to stop rambling so much in between. Oh well, sorry, Michael. Now I've talked a lot about Michael recently. I entered his contest, and he's been my main hookup for Thor products over the past like 20 years because he runs the Thor Central website and has for many years. So I bought the recent T-shirts from him and everything. So his name has been talked about recently a lot. But thanks a lot for subscribing, and thanks a lot for entering. Get these words right. Stop rambling so much. Bad English Rex. Quit talking, Jeff. Keep going. Chris Rankin. Another great channel. Lots of great stuff. Lots of hard rock and metal on there. Love a lot of the stuff he shows. Check it out. And he's out. Trevor Hickey, another new one that I discovered through this, that he's a recent subscriber, and then he entered the contest and has a lot of great stuff. All right, Physical Format Rock and Roll. I think he's been fairly new too, but he has really been an up and comer there, and lots of great stuff. I think I could hang out at his house and we could listen to music for hours. I think we're on a lot of the same level as far as styles of music. But yeah, check out Physical Format Rock and Roll. Great stuff, great stuff. Polypedalist. Now he's another one that started. His first video was making a contest entry, so that was great. Great stuff. He's done a couple of videos since then. Check out. He's a new channel on the VC. Check him out. Subscribe. Let's get going with there. Aw, Steve. Steve is one of my longest time connections in the VC. From way back when I first started, and when he was first started, we've been back and forth with each other for what seems like a long time, for a couple years now. Sorry, Steve. Pops and Clicks, another fairly new channel, at least he was to me, and yeah, lots of great stuff. Glad that he entered, and I'm sorry though you are out at this point. Andy Next Play Records, another one that was a brand new one to me, and out of the shadows he comes up and makes a video, and I was able to discover a new channel. It's got a lot of great content there. So sorry, Andy, you're out. Getting down to the wire here. David Stinson, sorry bud, you're out. He entered early on, and I've been a follower of his channel for quite a while too. So, but he is out now. Uh-oh. Seeing some of the big names are in here, and there's one of the big names gone. Sorry, Chris. I recently won Chris's contest, so I thought, wouldn't that be weird if he won mine? That would feel like it was fixed, but there, it's not fixed because he's out. Sorry, Chris. Chris Prophy's Musically Obsessed. I'm sure most all of you have subscribed. And Aaron's gone. Honestly, I don't know. Aaron probably didn't need to win this contest because he's got about 100 times more albums than I do. So what can I possibly provide for him that he doesn't already have? Nah, great guy though. I'm sure most everybody has heard his name so much recently. He's fairly new to the VC, but he has shot up in popularity, and he just has. I bet you he probably doesn't have any albums missing. He has a lot of great stuff. But he's out. Oh, Dr. October, another newer channel. Only started recently, but has really started soaring in subscribers and popularity. And I just love watching his stuff. His editing skills and his humor make his videos so great to watch. Check him out. We've got 4 down to 4. Who will be the final 3? Oh, Josh. Everybody's favorite Josh over at Flipside. I mean, everybody. He just loves everybody, shouts out to everybody, and sends VCLT to everybody. I think everybody that subscribes to me is probably already a subscriber, but if not, check it out. Just one of the nicest guys, and you see his name pop up so much because he's always sending VCLT to people, and he sent some to me. If you want to go back and look at that video I did, the Frank Marino album, just great stuff. Sorry, Josh, you were right there in the runner-up. You were number 4. All right, so that leaves us with Beth at Red Rum Records, Robert's on my turntable, and Guz69, which means I'm going to be mailing at least one of these packages to way over to Brazil, I believe, is where he's down in. Anyway, we've got 3 here. So, all right, so as I said, what we're going to do now is the first one that's eliminated will be 3rd prize. The second one that is eliminated will be 2nd, and the person left standing will be 1st prize. All right, so here we go. The 3rd prize winner is Robert's on my turntable. Okay, so Robert, you've got 3rd choice. And the 2nd, and by elimination for, okay, so Beth is 2nd, and Guz is 1st. So there we go. Guz, you are the all-time winner. So what we're going to do now for the winnings. So what I need you to do is I want all three of the first three winners, those winners there, to send me, just email me a list of your first, second, and third choice of the prizes. And after we're done here, I'm going to go ahead and do an addendum to this video that goes back over the prizes so you'll have a fresh idea of what it is you're choosing from. But I need each of you to give me the first, second, and third choice. Now, obviously, not so much for Guz, but I still want to get that because there'll be a reason why. So he's going to get his first choice. So he really only needs to give me a first choice, but I would like to see a second and third. And then whatever's left, I'll look at the second prize winner and see if it's one of their first or second choices, or third, whatever. If it's one of their choices, they'll get that. So that's eliminated. And then the third prize winner will get, hopefully, we'll get whatever's left of one of their choices. So whatever choice they have, they'll get that one. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to stop this part. I'm going to pull the products together and go through real quickly again what the possible winning packages are, and then you all can choose. My email, I will have it in the description of this video. You can just shoot me an email with the first, second, and third choice and your mailing address. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go back over real briefly the prizes that were offered in the first video. I've added a couple other little additional things, nothing major, but I'm trying to beef it up a little for those people that may, not be so much into vinyl or whatever. It still has a very leaning towards, more of a harder edge. So hopefully everybody finds something they want. So anyway, starting with the vinyl, we have couple great just hard rock releases. We had this Tyrant, their newest Hereafter, just came out last year. They are pretty much traditional heavy metal. They used to, in the earlier albums, have kind of a sludgy doom feel at times, but this album is just pretty much straightforward metal. That is a new release, like I say. Haunt, new band, kind of a new wave of British heavy metal, but really just kind of a great sounding hard rockin'. It's just hard rockin'. It doesn't cross over into what you might consider the heavier metal. Just straightforward, great stuff. Really been impressed with these guys, and recently ordered some of their other albums on vinyl. So brand new copy of that on colored vinyl. And then for those who are into the extreme metal, this is Skeleton. They are death metal type style, so that is what it is. Fight is Rob Halford from Judas Priest's band. This is the Record Store Day reissue that came out a couple months ago. Alternative metal, kind of has an alternative flair, kind of straightforward metal, but at times feels a little, to me, it has more of an alternative flair. But Rob Halford, vocalist for Judas Priest, so it's going to sound like that style of his style of singing and music. So that's up on the table there. Make sure these don't fall. All right, so this is the Flying Colors debut album. Flying Colors, again, was kind of a super group. You got Neil Morse, who, at the time was from Spock's Beard, and then he went solo and has solo projects, and Mike Portnoy, who formerly of Dream Theater, and now he's in a billion other bands and does a lot of great drumming. And, Steve Morse from Dixie Dregs fame, and then went on to be in Deep Purple for the longest time still. It's just got a lot of different guys, a lot of harmonies. All the guys are really influenced by all the classic bands, like like the Beatles and stuff, with all the mega harmonies, and so they pull a lot of that. Very melodic, hard rocking at times, but for the most part, it's kind of their attempt, because all the guys in the band are in bands that are like very prog rock, very technical things along that line. This was their attempt to get together and do something very commercial. Very radio friendly. So, at times it does kind of pieces of it feel proggy, pieces of it feel a little harder edged than that, but they have a lot of pop sensibilities, a lot of melodies, a lot of cool stuff. So it's a great album, and if you haven't discovered this band, that's why I felt I should try to give this away because it's a really great band. And again, they reissued this recently, so this is my original black double vinyl edition, and they reissued it recently on blue. So, and then again, finding some other styles, trying to find some other styles. This is a sealed copy of Mad at the World. This is an 80s kind of techno, a lot of electronic sounds, electronic drums along that line. So it's that kind of, and they got the way the guy sings, even though he's not from England, he's got kind of a accent that, you know, some people have said this feels like, you know, kind of like a UK synth pop of the time of the late 80s. But I love this band. The first couple albums are very synth poppy, and then the next two albums were very alternative, kind of like The Cure, kind of an alternative rock, and then the next couple were very psychedelic rock. They are just all over the place. But this album is one of their early ones. It's still sealed, and I found it in the wild. It's still sealed, so I'm hoping it's not warped. But again, I just wanted to have something in here that was a little different style. And again, so this is electronic synth pop type thing. And then singer-songwriter, everybody knows Jackson Browne. This was a reissue that came out, I think, 2018. I got this way back in the early days of vinyl, which was 2017 for me, so it had to be somewhere in that early. But it's the reissue. It's still sealed. So again, this is for people who maybe don't have this already, or who are looking for this reissue, who are into the lighter style. Now, if there are people out there that are not into the vinyl world, I have a couple CD packages, but again, it's all going to be in the hard rock realm. So I know some of my winners are probably not going to be interested in this. Kind of a death metal bundle. This is a split CD with 4 songs from 2 different bands each, 8 tracks. Very much modern type death metal. And this is a cassette of classic thrash from like 87 that was reissued just last month for the Metalhead box on cassette. And so it is more of a Canadian classic thrash slaughter. These two will go together if desired. And I may even throw in some extra. I have some other little things like a little, I don't know. I may throw some of this extra stuff that comes with the Metalhead box in there into that package. And then the CDs, I had offered this one in the video, but I'm going to package it together just to make the deal better, if whatever. I had 2 copies of the new Bride album. Bride is a, you know, Christian metal band, straight ahead metal. You know, think Judas Priest, Dio, stuff like that. Powerhouse vocalist, and just straightforward hard rockin' metal edged stuff. This is a great new album. Great new album that came out a couple months ago. And then I can throw in a copy of this, and these can be separate or they can be together. I just figured this would be a package deal if you want it. This is a compilation. It's got a lot of different bands, a lot of different styles, everything from pop to metal, and it features my band on one track. And so it's just a compilation that was put out by a label that had put out a lot of compilations, and it's called Glory Rock, and it's 2 CDs, and it's got a lot of Christian type music, but there's also some other musicians on here that are just singing, you know, positive lyric songs. So, you know, and they're not even in the Christian market, you know, various mainstream singers. The kind of thing that record label did was do a lot of tribute type albums, and so that's kind of what that is. So we got those 2. Now I'm throwing these in, and I think I mentioned in the video I got it only because I recently picked up new editions of these. Classic thrash feel Ultimatum. This is Scott Waters' band, Scott Waters of the VC, and I picked up the newer remastered expanded editions of these 2 in recent months. So I'm putting these in there if somebody's out there just wants to check out. Again, this is more, you know, thrash heavy type stuff. Yeah, so that's it. That's the packages that I have available, and now that I know who the winners are, I'm kind of hoping that something is feasible for some of them who probably are not into this style as much. But anyway, thanks for entering, everybody. And again, top 3 people, email me. My email is below. Email me, everybody. Send me your top 3 choices, and I will get something out to you. And your address. Make sure you send me your address. Anyway, I will be done. That's all for now. Thanks for everybody that entered. Thanks for everybody that played along. And thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all later. Rock on. Rock hard. All right. Hey, Jeff here. So it's Saturday morning. Got my coffee. Spilled my coffee.